Indian Railway Equipment Exhibition. It's a very important exhibition. All the equipment manufacturers are present here from about 15 countries, and large number of MSMEs are present here. So this is the time when we must reimagine the way our quality of our equipments, the new technologies that we need for changing, for modernizing railways, all those points that we have discussed today in the exhibition. Many new equipment which are needed for our country are today manufactured in India, and as India comes out as a country which manufactures, designs and exports railway equipment, this exhibition is very important milestone in that. We have also discussed some of the major next targets in the coming 3 to 4 years with the team, and the entire industry is today enthused by Prime Minister's focus on modernizing railways and expanding the railway coverage. So that's a very important milestone. I would like all the industry participants to come out with their blueprints by which they can improve the quality 10x, by improved safety, improve the specifications of the equipment, and make sure that what we produce today will be meeting the expectations. Indian Railway Equipment Exhibition. It's a very important exhibition. All the equipment manufacturers are present here from about 15 countries, and large number of MSMEs are present here. So this is the time when we must reimagine the way our quality of our equipments, the new technologies that we need for
less than the noise level in an aircraft, and the vibration level is practically, it's significantly better than most other trains in the world. But now we must take it to a next level, next notch, and come up with a version 4.0 of Vande Bharat, which becomes comparable to the best in the world on every other parameter. The toilets have to be further improved, seats have to be made better, the workmanship of the coaches has to come to a totally new level, and that has to become our goal in the coming 18 months. We must launch the Vande Bharat 4.0, which becomes the standard, and people should then strive, the world should strive to import that train. That should be our goal in the coming weeks. The fourth target is Amrit Bharat trains have become very popular. Right now we are doing the version 2.0. The version 3.0 is under development. Amrit Bharat is the push-pull technology. Push-pull technology is very useful for longer distances. Shorter distances, distributed power is better than push-pull. Longer distances, very important to have push-pull technology. So we'll be going for push-pull technology for all the long distance trains, and in India we have trains which run for about 2,500 kilometers, even 3,000 kilometer journeys are there. So we'll be going in a large way for push-pull technology for the longer distance. So the version 3.0 is right now under development. Still we are using the older locomotives for the Amrit Bharat trains. Significantly improved, but still one generation behind. So now we must look at Amrit Bharat 4.0, where we have the coaches, the train set as a new generation, and the locomotives as also as new generation. So that means new generation of passenger locomotives will have to be designed and manufactured, and we should keep that as a 36-month target. Within next 36 months we should have new generation of passenger locomotives out and running, open for testing. That is the next target we should take. The fifth target we should take is about the infrastructure, and that fifth thing that we will take in a very large way is to significantly improve the processes which go into manufacturing track components. I know many of the component manufacturers may not like it, but it's very, very important for the safety of our passengers. So I urge all the track equipment manufacturers to really improve your processes in manufacturing, processes in quality control, processes in material selection, processes in procurement, processes in heat treatment of materials, processes in final assembly, processes in each and every part of the value chain, production process, to increase substantially, not incremental. Incrementalism will not work now. Please be prepared. Those who do not improve will lose out. Be prepared for it. I am giving a very open call to all of you to significantly improve the processes, and I have requested the Railway Board to appoint people who are ruthless in checking the processes. Who are ruthless, they should actually debar, delist, and sometimes even blacklist people who are manufacturing substandard quality equipment and supplying to railways. Be ruthless. Chairman sir, you are here. Absolutely no mercy on people who are supplying low quality materials. We have to improve the specifications also 10x minimum. Whether it is signaling equipment, whether it is earthing equipment, whether it is track equipment, whether it is equipments which go into manufacturing of locomotives and coaches, we have to significantly improve the quality of the components and the specifications which are applied to them. And RDSO has been working for the last 3 years. We must ramp up that work very, very rapidly. Time has come that we should be procuring the best in the world so that our passengers actually get the services which today's world of 2025 deserves and aspires. Today our society is a very different society. It's an aspirational society. This is not a society which will be happy with things which were there in 1950s and 1960s. So we really have to, all the manufacturers, and since this is a gathering of the equipment suppliers, that's why I am making this point very clearly, that please be prepared for improving the specifications and process technology, process checks, process inspections are going to substantially change in the coming months. Already you must have felt the change, but that change is now going to accelerate, because I wanted to first tell you before we start implementing those steps. So it's very important that please you also be prepared for it. The next point is, we'll also take leadership in some of the new technologies. One of the technologies is hydrogen powered train. We took a call, and that was a difficult call to take, that we will not import this technology. I know very many friends from Europe were willing to supply hydrogen trains 3 years ago. But I requested all of them that no, we will not take it from you. We will design it ourselves. We will design it ourselves, and I am very happy that our teams our railway teams and the designers associated with them have designed the hydrogen train fully on their own. And this is a very important milestone in our journey, because getting that confidence of designing a new technology is what will help our industries to take the next leap. And we decided to design the most powerful hydrogen train. It is how many horsepower? 2,400 horsepower. So that kilowatt or horsepower? Kilowatt. Sorry, 2,400 kilowatt. So that was a decision we took because we wanted to really set a new benchmark. We must now take similar targets for new technology on every aspect of railways. Like what we did in Kavach, becoming Atmanirbhar in automatic train protection technology was very, very important. I know people criticized us a lot. People questioned that decision so many times. But the decision has proved to be true, and the decision has proved to be right. So similar decisions now we must take in every aspect of railways, every technology. The next thing that we will now do we'll have huge focus on improving the skill level of our employees. We have Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya now already in shape, now 3 years of its progress, of its existence. Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya now has tie-ups with every part of the aviation industry, from the manufacturers like Airbus to MRO to operators like Indigo and many other operators. So practically every aspect of aviation industry has now become part of the Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya. Now I would like every aspect of railway technology to be part of GSV, so that